Here we see the wild Laura walking around in the savannah in Africa. She is on a mission to find the gray crowned crane, which is an exquisite bird that is local to this area. She notices a few bugs flying around and swats at them. She thinks nothing of it. She finally spots her bird and calls it a day. Laura goes to sleep with a big smile on her face. As 14 days have passed since the little Laura went bird watching, she notices some weird traits that are popping up. She feels very hot and feels sore constantly. She goes to sleep just regarding these symptoms as if it's just a flu or even a common cold.
Laura wakes up 16 days since her exploration, still not feeling well, and does her normal morning routine, which includes doing her makeup and getting ready. As she applies a thick layer of mascara, her stomach gets so upset. Next thing she knows, she's bent over the toilet, puking. She realizes at this moment that something has gone wrong.
Ow. I should probably look up what I have.
She goes on to WebMD, hoping to use her honors biology skills to see what is going on. She scrolls through the pages and comes to the conclusion she has the flu. So, she makes an appointment.
Hello. I'd like to set up an appointment, please. I really don't feel good.
Laura, time to go to the hospital. Laura, how are you feeling?
I feel nauseous. I'm hot. I'm cold. I feel gross.
Are you sure that it's just a flu?
No, I'm positive. It's just a flu. I looked up the symptoms and everything on the internet. I saw and I threw up and
Are you sure that you need to go to the hospital since it's just a flu?
yeah, I'm positive. I feel so horrible, Jessica.
Well, usually for flus, you don't have to go to the hospital.
Well, this time it's different. I swear, I feel horrible.
This might not be the flu. Let's go. This is Laura. She called you.
I don't feel so good. Okay, so please sign this form and we'll be right with you in a minute.
Okay.
Eleanor Ahuja?
Yeah.
It's Alora Ahuja.
Sorry. Call me Dr. Aiken or whatever.
Okay, Laura, I think we're gonna have to take a thick and thin blood smear test to see what this is, because it's most definitely not the flu.
I really don't like blood or needles. Yuck.
I'm really sorry, but this is the only way we can test for the parasite in you. Okay, we got your blood sample. We're gonna just put a Band-Aid on there.
It's not covered up.
Actually happening inside of Laura.
Let's take a look.
Oh.
I'm red blood cells.
I'm liver.
I'm parasites.
Mosquito becomes infected by biting someone who has malaria and then biting someone else.
That's a big mosquito.
After the infection, the parasite travels through the bloodstream to the liver, where multiplication occurs, and then travels back into the bloodstream to affect the red blood cell. So the parasite replicates within the red blood cell, and the parasite bursts within the red blood cell, which destroys the cell. This decreases the number of red blood cells overall. This increased destruction of cells by membrane alterations leads to anemia. Toxins are released into the bloodstream from the infected red blood cell, which stimulates macrophages to produce cytokines, which causes fever. The infected cells adhere to the lining of blood vessels, which impairs circulation, which could lead to cerebral malaria. Malaria tricks the immune system by avoiding detection. Malaria can change its proteins when exposed to high frequency inside the nucleus. Malaria hides inside the red blood cell and avoids detection from the immune system, so the system cannot create antibodies for defense.
Malaria is most prominent in places where doctors are not there to be able to support and create vaccines and medicines and treatments. It could be preventable if these places had enough money for bug spray and nets, but in places like Africa and Asia, there is not enough funding, so it is a higher risk of them getting it and dying from it.
I regret to inform you, you have malaria.
Oh no! What does that mean?
It means you're gonna have to take a series of drugs that target the parasite that's in the red blood cells. Some of these medications include chloroquine, Aventel, Progel, and artemether-infamine.
Oh my goodness! When did I get this parasite?
Could you recall a time in the last 20 days or so in which you could have been bitten?
She notices a few bugs flying around and swats.
Yes, actually. When I went bird watching, there was a lot of bugs around. Could that be it?
Well, I think we found the culprit.
Oh, what causes it?
It's caused by Plasmodium fabricipium. These parasitic protozoans are carried by female mosquitoes. The whole action of the parasite is it remolds the red blood cells. This is probably how you most likely contracted the disease.
You had mentioned some medicines, and I think that's the route I would like to go. Also, once I get it, am I immune?
You're immune to that one strain, but unfortunately there are many strains of malaria, so I wouldn't count on that.
What is the type I don't want?
P. flaccerium is a strain of malaria with the most severity, but we can still attempt treatment. Malaria actually has 216 million cases each year and 450,000 deaths a year. So don't be worried. This disease has been around.
Well, thanks, Doc. I'll go pick up my meds later.
Of course, Missy. Hope you feel better.
Yep. Next, doctor.
Well, since your red blood cells are exploding, that's going to impact the level of oxygen within your bloodstream. This affects your endocrine system, which is in charge of maintaining your homeostasis, according to my calculations, which relies on your bloodstream to send out its messages. So due to that, you're going to probably experience some sweating, chills, fevers, and that will probably happen in the next few days.
Thank you. This sucks.
Laura, don't say that, miss, because people in third world countries aren't even fortunate enough to get treatment with the anti-malarials because of their poor government structure.
Wow.
I know, it's really upsetting. Some of the preventative methods that could have been used are things such as bug spray and nets, but sadly the third world countries can't afford that.
That's so sad.
I know, it's terrible. It's a completely preventable disease if we take the precautionary measures, but since they're so expensive, it'd be really hard to.
Wow, we should share these ideas with our friends.
Nothing?
You know how it gets transmitted?
No.
It gets transmitted through mosquitoes, through blood.
That's very
Do you
interesting.
know how many people get malaria a year?
No, I don't.
There are about 216 million, but only 400,000 die.
Wow.
You know who actually discovered the malaria? Who?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well, it is Charles Levin.
Dope.
Oh, how are you feeling?
Better, but I'm a little bit scared if I ever get it again. Would you die? Would I?
I'm so sorry to inform everyone of Alora Huza's death. Death by malaria, and she will be remembered really well because she wrote a really memorable rap about malaria. But in her honor, we'd like to take a few preventative methods, such as handing out free bug spray and insecticide nets to help prevent this from occurring again. Rest in peace, Alora.
Now, you got the area. You got the malaria. Since called bacteria, it really a virus. Go ask your mom for some bug spray